it's Tazzy. I am doing a completely unscripted video today. It's just something that I thought about as I keep receiving, probably in the last 2 weeks, my daily draws. I ask, what do I need to know? And I'll pull an oracle card from the Soulful Woman deck at the moment, and I will pull the Three of Swords. I have pulled this a lot lately, and when I've been reading with the Marseille style deck in a Marseille style, the Three of Swords really clicked into place for me what it means. Because if we're thinking like in Marseille, you rely more heavily on numerology and the suit meaning than you do in the Rider-Waite-Smith, the picture. So in the picture of the Three of Swords, in most Rider-Waite-Smith style decks, this is classically the image, the heart being pierced by three swords. And if you're learning tarot or have learnt tarot, you would know that the threes are connected to the Empress, which is femininity, abundance, growth, mothering and nurturing, and beauty, if I didn't say that. And one might think, well, what has the Three of Swords got to, how can the feeling of the Three of Swords, and I'll just go over what the feeling of the Three of Swords is. Someone just fucking stabbing you in the heart. Someone stabbing you in your heart, and it hurts so much. It is the uncontrollable sobbing and crying. And then once you've cried all your tears that you could possibly cry, the stillness of your body going like that, and then just accepting it, you know when you like shudder after you've cried so much, and then your body just has released all those tears and you can cry no more. And it's the stillness and the introspection and the state of truly just being, because you cannot do anymore. You've released so much energy crying and being sad and from depression, that you're letting it go. And the Three of Swords is about letting that pain go, or being in that pain and then pulling those swords out so that your heart can heal. So when I've been reading, I've only just started to learn how to read with the Marseille style, and I always thought, oh, Marseille's, why the fuck would anybody read with Marseille? Marseille is ugly, usually, except for I got the Tattoo Tarot, which I think is quite beautiful. But I just think, like, why would anybody read with the Marseille? That was my opinion. And then when I started to read with it, I realised how beautiful and how useful the Marseille style of reading can be. But I'm not going to talk about that too much now, because I feel like that's a video for a little bit further down on my progression on learning Marseille. But if I was to just take away this piercing heart image and just use the numerology and the suit of the Three of Swords, and then that correlates so much better to the Empress. And basically this last like 9-10 months, I have really been releasing and letting a lot of things go, and I feel like the blood has stopped leaking out my heart now. I feel like I'm finally at a place where I'm okay with I feel like I'm healed. The scars are still there and the memory is still there, but I feel whole again. I feel so much more myself. And I was looking at a video the other day that somebody made. I forgot what the video was, but she said, through all my pain that I've had, I wouldn't give that pain back. If I could go back in time and stop those painful things happening to me, I wouldn't do it, because that pain made me the person that I am today. That pain made me. And this is true. And I have had a lot of horrible shit happen to me, especially in the world of love. Some really horrid, nasty shit that I would never wish on anybody. And I know that almost all of us go through painful breakups, abusive situations and toxic relationships and negative patterns in relationships, and a lot of us have lost people along the way, as in people have passed away. We have lost jobs, we have been down to our last penny, we have been in really painful situations. And if you look at where you are now, so where I'm looking at where I am now, I look back on all those painful things and all the tears that I have cried, and I would not take one single tear back. I would not like to live it all again, but you know, in the future I will have more pain. But in the past I would not take any of that back, because through all that pain I've learned lessons along the way, and I am a far more beautiful person than I was before all those horrible experiences, and I truly like myself now, whereas I did not like myself before. And I can see the beauty in my soul now, and I am in the situation that I can help other people now, because I've been what I have been through. I can now nurture like the Empress would. I can now nurture, I can now hold space, I can now listen to what people have been through, and I can tell them, I've been through the same, and now I can tell you that you will get through this and it's going to be okay. And I can come from a place of true understanding. I have not experienced every horrible thing that has ever happened, so that's where we're all different. I have been hurt in many ways, but I know loads of other people who've gone through things that I could never imagine going through, that are so painful, and I feel so sorry for them, but that was their path. And now with that pain they can hold space for others and heal. They can be healers, they can be nurturers. And when I was looking at the image of this, which I think is gorgeous by the way, I see like a yoni symbol here, and I see the sword, as in, if this is the pain that was encapsulating you, this is you now being birthed through the yoni, and you're being birthed again through your pain. Through all that suffering, you will be born again. It's like the death card or the tower card. You've had shit, and then you're born again, and then you live a little bit, and then you have some more shit, and then you're born again, and every time becoming a better version of yourself. And in this image here you see the spider, which I thought was really interesting image to choose. So to me, the spider, I have a picture of a spider right in front of my bed, and I look at the spider every single day, because I have the spider is like my totem animal. It's an animal that I really admire and respect, because the spider weaves her web, the spider weaves her life. The spider, every time she goes around and makes her spindles, she's creating and weaving her own world, her own reality. And through every experience is another little circle, I don't know what they're called, another little spindle in her web. And that's why I thought that was a fantastic image. And because I have been putting the spider right in front of me for the last month, and I keep getting this particular card from this particular deck with the spider, it's just saying, Tabitha, you have been through some hella shit, but now it's time to get back up on your feet, and you've got a task to complete. You've got the rest of your life to live. And I am now going to be studying counselling, and hopefully studying autism, because I work with people with autism. But hopefully in the future I'd like to be a counsellor for autistic people, and for people who've been through horrible relationships, and for people whose self-worth has been shattered. I want to do that, but I don't think I would be able to hold space for people if I had not gone through some shit myself. So through going through all that pain, how the Three of Swords is connected to the Empress is that she has experience. She's not a child, she's not a teenager, she's a fully grown woman, and she's been through some battles. She's got a shield there, and she protects people who are vulnerable. Okay, just a really unscripted video, and I just wanted to share my thoughts with you. Thanks. Consider liking and subscribing. Bye.